I hope you're listening. I hope you will comment because this is some great news that I bring to you because it's positive. Y'all know we need some positive stuff with everything that's going on in the world today. So, what I'm going to bring to you right now, and please share this message because it is something that's going to help you as it's helping me. The light. The light. A lot of people think what they think is for is the light, but there's a light, and the light is within. And I'm going to explain that. Man, it's going to be so good. You're going to be like, dang, because when the power within me showed me the light, I was like, how dumb can you be? Like my son Ashton would always say, just dumb. But I got it for you, man. I'm telling you. But I'm going to be taking the topic from, let me go outside here. What is a light body? Okay. I'm going to be talking about that. I may go over a little bit because it's kind of deep and it's really deep. But I'm so glad. I do want to let you know, I'm going to start putting some information up that you've never heard since everything is so censored on WMQGradio.com. It's some information that you need to know so you won't be shocked when whatever happens. Okay, I'll leave it like that. But you need to start listening to WMQGradio.com. And I'm going to start this next week. So next week, just start listening because I'm going to put dates of things that you need to know that's going on in the light. I hope you follow me. There are things you need to know that's going on in the light. Okay. Right now, did you know that darkness is light too? Darkness is light. Okay. Light is light. Because if you're in the dark, you still can see. So there's some powerful darkness that's in light, which is light. And there's some light, which is light. Now, which light are you? Are you the light or are you in the darkness of the light? Because remember, it's the same energy, but it's one up, one down, as above, so below. Now, I always say above is within and below is on the outside. So that's for me. So you got to research within yourself, and once you start studying other people's books, that's the enlightenment, the light that has been given to them for you to see so you can go within yourself and get the light for you. It's not for me to tell you what to do. It's for me to lead you to the light, which is within you. And a lot of us, because I had darkness and could see in the light. Okay. Let me say that again. I had darkness and I could see because that's light. And some of the darkness you can't take away, man. I'm going to do this. This is what I see. And that's my light, which is darkness. Because you can't, if you put it pitch black dark in here, out here, you still can see. You can see because there is light. Darkness is light. And light is light. Now, some people can be so light that it'll blind you and you can't see what's going on. And some people can be so dark that it'll blind you and you can't see because they're so dark. Okay? Meaning, now we talk about spiritual, okay? Darkness. So here we go. Y'all listen to this. Now I'm taking this from Gaia, okay? What is light body? First of all, ask yourself that. What is light body? Okay? Light body. And let me put my 2 cents in. You're made of light. You're the light. Everybody's looking for the light. But you're the light. You can be the light in light or you can be the light in darkness. Which one are you? So the body is the light. The light is the energy. The light forms around you. Okay? Because remember, I've always said we're walking in space. And we were led to believe that this image is real. But the real is within you. That's your reality, realization that's inside of you. But we've been tricked so much that we think that out here is it. This is God. This is Jesus. This is God. This is Jesus. It's in you. That's the light. You want to find the light? Look in you. You want to find where God is? Look in you. Because if you're looking out here, you're never going to find it because it doesn't exist. It only exists on the inside. Put simply, the light body is our vehicle to graduate from the human condition to return to the source. If the goal of each soul is to merge with God, then the activation of our light body is what we get, is what gets us there. Let me read that again. The light body is our vehicle, okay? Vehicle to graduate from the human condition to return to the source. If the goal of each soul is to merge with God, then the activation of our light body is what gets us there. So what you're looking at now is an image of me. When you see me, that's an image of me. Now, a lot of us, once we get the light body, we can see inside, within. That's how we should be talking, through our thoughts. But because we've had man to create the words so that you can understand out here, but really you should be doing the same thing on the inside. So you and I could talk and not even talking like this. We're talking through our thoughts from within. That's the light. Okay. I hope you walk with me. May have to play it again so you can walk with me. The human energy field is made up of several layers. The term etheric body, mentally body, astral body, and emotional body, okay, are all aspects of the light body. Beyond these densities are further ways to activate the higher function of light body. In electrical impulses, energetic bodies beyond the physical can be detected. So if you're in the light and you say you have the light, then you'll be able to see through things, and you'll be able to see things before it gets to you so you can move out the way. Okay? You can move. You can move out the way because you're able to see in the dark. Now, let me explain that. What I'm telling you, if you don't understand it, then you're in the dark. So what I'm doing inside of you is turning on the light. So if you don't get this, look at it again so you can have your light turned on. Once that light comes on, then inside of you, you'll be able to hear the teacher speaking to you, which is the power of God in you, which is you. But not you, but you inside. Church made without hands. That's the power inside of you. So a lot of us have that. We know that. We think that. We've been there, but we don't get that. So you got to get it. So once you get this, nothing can bother you. It'll come. It'll form. But because you have the power inside of you, it doesn't exist. Like I'm telling you, this doesn't exist. Everything exists from within. Because when that space was created, it's a space that's created. You're the light. And as I told my son, I'll say it, I'll break it down a little bit because it's coming from within. So if y'all see this, don't look at the flesh, it's within. Okay, anytime there's a light, like I wish I could show some, I can't, well, a shadow. When you go outside, the only way you can see your shadow is when you're in the light from the sun, or the sun is coming in shining somewhere so you can see the light. You can see the light, like I see the light of my, over on this way, I can see the light of my chairs, because the real invisible light, that's darkness, because your shadow is dark because it's from the light that's reflecting from the image of you. Just like when you take a picture, you have to have the light. You're the light. So when you look up, you'll see the light from the stars that are really within you, because that's the reflection from the sun, not the S-O-N, the S-U-N, which is within you, from the sun that goes to the light, which is the image, and the real you is the shadow that doesn't exist, but is here in the space. Now, I hope y'all could, I got to redo this because I don't even know if because it's coming from within now, I'm telling you. That space is the shadow that belongs to you that's connected from the sun, from the light that's shining. Even the objects that we have here. So I'm saying that because you're it. Tag, you're it. So everything is from within. And I'm putting it that way because that's the way it's coming through me, to me, for you to go back to you so that you can see from the light that's within you. You can't see it out here because remember, nothing out here exists. If I was to come to your house right now and visit you, and I said, I'm going to catch the plane, I'll be there. I'll be in Florida in about, how long they say it according to their time? Whatever time that is. So I'll be there. So I'm going to get on the plane, ride through space to get to whoever I'm going to see. Once I do that, I'm creating that as I go from the light because I'm riding through the plane from within to get where I need to get to from the shadow, which is the space. Man, I hope y'all get there because I won't be able to see it. I'm going to have to play this back. But that's what I'm saying. Now, that's coming from within me. This is coming from Gaia. So here's what it says. Merkaba. This is an Egyptian term translated as mer, which is light, ka, soul, ba, body, Merkaba. Okay? Light, soul, body. Now, whoever said this came from within to bring it out, to lead me back to me so I can see this. I'm going to say it, then you take it and you go back to yourself so you can see the light that's within you. Not the light out here, not the light that I got shining here for you to, so I won't be in the darkness because I need that light out here so that you can see me. Plus, I'm dark. Now, imagine that. Cut that light off. And outside is dim. Okay, so it'll be completely dark in here. The light off, I'm in space, no light, and I'm dark. So, which is melanin, so you can see. So, now I'm saying this because now I could talk about me, but okay, it's known as chariots of the soul and must be activated to achieve ascensions. Now, Dravalo Melchizedek has taught this knowledge extensively. Now, Melchizedek is the one that the power within him stated this. So I'm stating what he said to you so you can get the light because I see the light. Has taught the knowledge extensively. Specific breath work combines with visualization can activate the light body as sacred geometry around the physical body. So that light is around this body, this image, the light. So that light is actually in the frequencies, which is in space. Okay, remember I said I had to get on the plane to go to Florida, but I'm thinking the plane that was created by somebody else that the power gave to them so that the visualization can come and I can see that I'm getting on it. But really, I'm going through space. Just like now, from right here to here, there's a space. And you can see that because I put it up here and you created it in your mind that I have my two hands like this. I guess y'all can see that. But that's what I'm saying. So I'm just doing it so you can walk with me. Now we're walking together. Now, you know, we're not walking together physically. We're walking together what? Spiritually. So when I say walk with me, you're walking with me. That's another way. Everything you do got something to do with what you need to know about you. Rainbow body. Once the light body is activated, more sincere practice is absolute love and necessary to alleviate, wait, to, well, they got to spell wrong, elevate the light body to the rainbow body state, the state, okay? Having healed every wound, purified every thought, and released every judgment, the rainbow body will ignite. It is absolute unwavering of this vibration that allows us to achieve ascension. Both Jesus and Buddha ascended in this form. Let me say that again. I'm not talking about out here. I'm not talking about the little man. I'm not talking about the little nice looking Jesus. Not that. That's out here. Both Jesus and Buddha ascended in this form. Okay, the light body. In their perfection of the human, they became gods and showed others the way to accomplish this frequency. Now, I didn't even know it was going to say that. That was coming through me. Frequency, that's what it is. Man, I hope y'all walking with me because they don't tell this stuff. They don't tell it. And I don't think they do it deliberately. I think they do it because they don't know. But the ones that started this out did it deliberately. And a lot of people are following what is not the light. It's darkness. But you can see because darkness is light. So if you see what you've already been through out here, then that is darkness and it's light too. But it's dark light. Some of us are dim. Some of us are getting up there, but you don't want to be too bright because then you're going to shine it out of the darkness and then be completely bright and you won't be able to see. You know how we try to look at the sun and we can't see the sun because it is so bright. Just can't look at it. Now, I can say when the sun goes down, you can look and there's power from the sun that resonate, that comes through you. Now, hope you see that because that's light. Okay. Now, let me walk through this. In this perfection of the human, they became gods, as I stated. In their perfection of the human, they became gods. So everything is within, but out here, they're humans. Okay, now, ascension and the light body. Once the Merkaba is activated and our highest field of the light body are achieved, we illuminate the rainbow body through our consistently loving thoughts and sustain ecstatic frequency. With this luminous vibration intact, we're able to dissolve back into source, creating any form we wish, thereby achieving immortality as it is promised. But you can't be cussing and fussing and all these words that they made up. And when I mean cussing, I mean cursing, putting curses on people, fussing about the curse that you put on the person. You just like so-and-so. That's why you ain't gonna be nothing. That's why that's a curse. That's cussing, all of that. We can't do that because the rainbow light is love. So I had to change my frequency. So I went back to the people that I done stuff to and knew what I was doing because we all know what we're doing. I went back and apologized. Godly sincerity, okay? And that's when you make the change. You change it because you got to do it. And so even with what happened with Melanie Pickens and all those lights, the darkness, that's light too, because it did happen. So, because you have to remember, we're dealing with spiritual wickedness in higher places, and they have light, okay? The light of darkness. But there's a light within you. So there's darkness and light. That's all what we're going through right now. But because we've been deceived, and we have to remember, as Michelle says, we have to remember who we are. And it's already, everything I'm saying is already there because we're one. Only thing I'm doing is leading you back to you so you can remember. And is over and over and over and over again. Member is a member. So you're going to over and over and over remember what was said. Because now when you get to that light, you don't even have to talk. We could just sit here and just be talking. Because that's what the power is. I've always said this. I'm going to continue to say it, that the power of God, what we're looking for, is right here in front of us within. And all we got to do is just, well, not that noise. Well, that's part, that is too, though. That's the vibration. Y'all heard that. That was vibration. So all we have to do is really just nothing. What we made up the word nothing. But all we have to do is, and everything will come through the frequency. But we got all this stuff going on. You got all this stuff we doing. I'm picking up this. I got to go do this. I got to do everything to distract us from the light. We're looking for the light, but the light is you. It's within you. I heard some people talking the other day, big scholars talking, saying some great stuff, which is true. But they said one thing. They said, I wonder if we will ever get to know what created this. What created it is that's what created it in our conversation, I'm telling you. But I can't converse in that because from what they taught us, it's nothing. It doesn't exist. Man, I hope y'all get this. But that's what I'm saying this. Now, it says here, if you have good thoughts, see, I haven't even read. If you have good thoughts, they will shine out of your face like sunbeam, and you will always look lovely because you're it. But you don't know you're it because you don't remember. And then when somebody try to tell you about what's going on with them to lead you back to you, then you go into the darkness of light. They don't know what they talking about. You heard what he said. He just be on there playing. I don't know what's wrong with him talking all that foolishness. Because I've heard that I could actually hear what people say. Even if I don't know who you are, I could hear it. That's what I'm saying, because everything you got out here is within you. I could hear stuff, but because I can hear it, it doesn't bother me because I know out here it doesn't exist. Because we're dealing with principalities and evil wickedness and all of that, which we don't have to play a part of it as long as we know that the light is in you. And that's the light, the luminous, the illuminated light, the frequency, the higher power, the higher source, whatever you want to call it, God, who created the universe, Buddha, all of Jesus, all of it is light. Even what they call Satan is a light. Because you got to be a light in order to do what you do. It's just that particular light went in a different direction, but it still has the power. It's just a lower frequency, but that lower frequency is powerful. But you're over that in the frequent world, in the spiritual world. But if you don't know it, you're going to get beat up, you're going to get raped, you're going to get abused, because I've been through a whole bunch of stuff like that. Because I didn't know. But then all of those things that you go through, it helps you get to the point where you are now. So all of that is deceiving light. It is. I'm telling you, this is coming out of me. It's not that I'm thinking this and it's just coming out. So I'm letting it come out. I'm letting the stream just flow, because that's what's going to resonate inside of you, because then you can go back to you and start answering your own questions from yourself. The importance of the light. Beyond the supreme mastery of this physical form, the light body teaches you crucially important at this time for humanity. It is a concept we're reminded where we're more than physical, more than what we think and what we do. We're extraordinary manifestations of a universe so much bigger than our limited scope can comprehend. So it's you. I'm not going to tell you nothing evil that's going to hurt. But because if you have the darkness, then you're going to think that this is evil because you don't see within yourself the light. So if you don't know the light is within you, then of course it's going to be light out here because you're going to say, I'm lying. Well, the power in me is lying because that's how it all goes. So when you go back, if you're thinking that way, just go back to yourself and ask. Don't ask Mama them, Uncle Johnny them, I'm just Betty Mae. Don't ask them. You ask yourself. Don't ask them because the power lies within you. Okay? Blessings of its suppression. We can conceive how essential this knowledge is to the advancement of humanity. And we can also assume why it's been so hidden from us to keep us from achieving ascension. That's why. And it's like you don't know because you don't know yourself. Once you know yourself, then you'll know. So it's hidden from you. You're hiding it. Because I was hiding it. I'm like, because I was trying to blame everybody else, but really I'm the one that was hiding it. Aaron showed me through his ascension, his light. Through his light, he showed me. Through him being alive, because we're dead here in this. Aaron has been alive, and we're alive within. So out here, Aaron was wiped away, but he's still here because he's alive. But we just can't see him. He's in the heavens world, the astral world, what they call it. Hope you follow me. So that's why all of these things here are here for us to enjoy, but it's just an image. And they make us think that we're alive. I mean, that we're dead. Yeah, they make us think that we are alive right here, but we are alive in here. That's the only way this body can move. So when this body goes back to the dust, then you're still alive. You just can't move because you don't have the body no more. And then it seeks. Now you go from within you and find out what it seeks, because everything, it was written in the tablet of you. Everything that you know is within you. Everything. So with such vast resources available, misinformation is rampant. The specifics of the technology have likewise been muddied. I always seek to direct experience with my guides or turn to trusted teachers. Use your own intuition. That's what I just said. And discernment when seeking out such guidance. I find the integrity of teachers can vary greatly. I'm supremely vigilant in who I follow and prefer the clear guidance of my own spirit and team of ascended masters to ensure the teacher's vibration matches mine. So you have the ancestors, you have the ascended masters to teach you that something told me. Start listening to that, because that could be somebody you know, but it's an ascended master that's already ascended from within. Okay? Because just like a baby, when a baby is born, the baby is within. Okay? The baby is within. So when the baby is within the mother, because we're in the womb, all of us, when the baby is within, then that's when you can speak and talk and do all of that things through your thoughts to the baby. Because out here, the baby can't hear all of that corruption that we've been taught. Because I could tell you one thing a word means, and then when you go to the courthouse, it means something else. But if I say that word in the courthouse, then I'm committing perjury against myself, because those words don't match, because I didn't study the Black's Law Dictionary. So when you don't know that, you're going to come. That's why they always say, when they say what they say, and you know what they say. So anything that you say will be used against you in the court of law. So you have to know what you know from within. And once anything you say will be used against you in within. So you got to be on the within note in order to know what's going on out here. So those two words are different. So if you're doing something out here and it's not going to add up to what's within you unless you know the light that's within you. That's all I'm saying. So everything within you is very powerful. But everything out here doesn't exist, but it'll make you think that it's powerful because it doesn't exist and you don't know the light that's within you. You only know the light of darkness because that is a light too. Now, how to activate the light body. Your light body is a vehicle, assists you in your experiencing your God state, and it is the most worthy gift you can give yourself. Don't beat yourself up. Do your best to stay in your truth and heal missteps as they occur. Intentions match with frequency will be sunrest path to ascension. Now, intentions, like, okay, let me say, okay. My intention, just say if I'm going somewhere. Well, let me see. My intention is to pick up this in front of me, but you don't know what it is. So my intentions can be within and I can pick it up, which is this. So I just told you my intentions. I was just telling you. So my intentions was to get that. But you don't know because I didn't say it. I thought it first, but now I'm telling you, then I went and got it. And that's what I was talking about. But you didn't see it because you was in the dark about it. I only saw the light from within me. But when I brought it to you, you saw this and you created it within your mind that this is what I have. But my intentions was to get it, and I didn't even say anything to you. Now, if you could walk through that, that's all you have to do with your life. Raise your vibration. Vibration and purity of intentions must be in place before undergoing the activation. So what I just said, if you intend, because I had that urge because I need something to drink, but I didn't drink it yet, but I intend to do it as soon as I get off this broadcast. So that's my urgency. So the same way with your life, you're intended to do good. So now once it's just your intention, then do it. It's just that simple. Your intention is to get to that light that I'm talking about. I've already sent it back to you. Tag, you're it. So now your intentions is to listen. So listen. The next time you hear that something told me to go that way, and you're going to mess up all the time because I still mess up, but I'll be paying attention. But I still mess up even paying attention because it doesn't exist, but you hear it. Just like words. Only thing you can do is write the words down. But when you write those words down, that's not the real word. That's just what somebody told us, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. The real words is through thought. So when you hear that, you'll hear the thought with the language that you've been taught. It'll come through your thoughts. And then you'll pick it up within, and then you'll do it. Like what I'm saying is that if it's an accident down this road and you hear that voice that we call voice, or that unction that says, go this way. And we know we hear it, but we so distracted, we go on the way that, and then we get into a full stop and you have to wait. And then, you go through all that. But if you had listened to something told me, then you would be out of that way, because that's the light that see things before you. It'll see things before you. And in that way, you'll be able to move accordingly. So that's what I've been practicing, if you want to know. So practice that within yourself. And then you'll be able to do not what I'm doing, but do whatever is for you from the power that's within you. Okay. Now, pineal gland decalcification. Decalcification of the pineal gland is mandatory for us to achieve higher states of awareness. Fluoride intentionally shut down the pineal gland, supporting the suppression of its importance. Be conscious of your work to facilitate this healing. That's why I switched everything, and I'm constantly switching. So now that I've switched, because I wish I would have brought what I use now, but you can actually go to a place where you can get to brush your teeth. Everybody used fluoride back in the day, but when you switch that, then your glands will start working. That gives you the conscious state of mind and gives you the power from within. And it's just the spiritual part, because they know certain things to make to keep you from getting what you need to get from within. So that's why I changed my diet. That's why I'm listening now. I'm listening to the power that's within me, which is me, the real me, the real me. Because I was so blind, but I could see, but I only saw me. That's walking in the flesh. A lot of people don't know that, but that's the flesh. People think the flesh is, oh, you just sleep with everybody in the flesh. Just going around, just sleep with all kind of stuff. That's not it. That's a distraction so that you won't know what the real flesh is. Okay, so all you got, oh, now here it is again. The food we eat carries cellular vibrations and memories. Do you know how was your meal gathered, treated, and prepared? Do you know that? While a straight vegetarian diet may be the most optimal, small change like non-GMO, organic, and sustainably raised animals product will go a long way. Now, the reason why they say raised animal product, because when someone raised the product, then they're going to give them the veggie stuff. So when you eat that, that's what you're going to eat. But I just chose, for me, to just don't eat any meat. Just mainly just get vegetables. So now I'm in the process now of growing my own. Because you can't just all of a sudden you think veggies you get, they're grown by somebody. But if you do your own stuff, then you'll know what's going on. So I'm in the process of doing that. That's why you see me putting stuff up and doing. I've never ever done that until I started hearing what the Spirit is saying to the church. How can you hear without a preacher? On the outside, on the inside, how can you hear without a preacher? That preacher is the power that's within you. Not knocking the outside, because that got me to the inside. Okay. And so, and as I always state, the pastor knows for him, but the people put the pastor in that category, not the pastor. He's not doing this to manipulate you, but we've been told that he's giving you stuff like I'm doing. And then you all can look at me and say, child, he said that today. No, I didn't. It's for me. So I'm telling you to go back to you so that you can get what's for you, but by listening to what happened with me. So don't take this and say, child, Ron, no, he said that. No, God said that. And and I hear a lot of pastors say, now watch this, because they're getting it from within. But we who don't know think that they're giving it, because you don't know that the light is in you too. So then you have all this stuff, people fussing and fighting, saying the pastor said, I don't know why y'all go to that church. I don't know why. Because that creates issues. That create issues. But when you know who you are and you know the light that's within you, it could be dark or light. But when you know the light that's within you, then you'll be able to prosper either way you want to go. You can go that way and still go through the same circle, or you can go this way and get more of God. Get more and more and more and more from the power that's within you. Woo! Now, that's it. It's a lot more, but it's a lot more. It's a lot more, but I'm going to go ahead and go, but I hope you all can get this. I mean, if you want, I could finish this off later or tomorrow. It's up to you, because If you want me to comment, if not, then I'll know to keep it moving. But I really appreciate you all for listening. And please, I'm just asking, please give so I can get them cameras. They talking about them schools coming back. So I just need funds to help get the cameras for the, not all special needs. I don't have it like that. But if you give, I'll have it just like that. And I give. You know what? Scratch that. I got it. And you're helping me get it. Thank you. So we're getting the cameras for these kids so they can put it on, and for the elderly so they can put, because let me explain myself, because I was talking in doubt all this time. So I'm telling you, we're getting this. We're getting the cameras for the kids, and we're going to put these cameras on the kids. Well, we're going to give them to the parents, let the parents know. I'm going to show you what you've done, and since you're giving, and what's going to happen is that we're going to get cameras for the elderly, because especially the ones that's in the facilities, convalescent homes, or what they call them, and then they'll have a little flower or something, and it'll be recording, and you will be able to. That's what I'm looking for now. You'll be able to see it from your phone, because they're coming out with so much good, some great frequency, so you'll be able to see from your phone. All that is frequency. All that, the phones and all that, was created from God using man, which that man is God from within, not out here. I got to clarify that, because they say, child, he done said that I was God. Power in you is God, which is you. Now you determine that. So, and that's what we're doing. So I thank you for helping with that. I thank you for going to they can't talk, but we can at gmail.com, the PayPal link. I thank you for giving. I thank you for it, because that's what it's about. All right. This is Ron Anthony. If you want me, I see a whole bunch of other stuff on here I didn't cover, but if you want me to continue this, please let me know, and then I'll do it tomorrow. I'll continue this. Other than that, I'll get something else. Thank you for tuning in. This is Ron Anthony. Don't forget, my song is coming out. Okay. I am free. You got to get that. I am free. That's the name of the song. So you could imagine what it's talking about. Every time I hear that song, I'll be like, because I know it's not me. So when you hear that, it is not this. It's the power that's connected to you. And when you feel that song, you're going to know that it's God and it's connected to you. This is Ron Anthony. Till next time, until tomorrow. Love you all the time. All right. I'm out of here. Real issues. Always remember, you are the light. Now, which one?